Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Factutainment. Happy New Year. We haven't recorded in a long time. I'm War Master 101.
Kwanzaa.
No, it is not our Kwanzaa special.
I'm sorry to tell you this. Hi, I'm Avery, the resident Brit. How's it go?
Hey, it's me, Avery. The
And how
bread.
things going on Turf Island?
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, remember how the last time we did the last episode of Red Dwarf we did? I was like, hey, I would like to go to a different sci-fi series like Futurama. Well, I decided not to do that. We have started up with Red Dwarf again with season 3, which is called Backwards.
And there's several changes from the last season.
Several insane changes. Avery, you're a speed reader and you have autism. Could you tell us what the scroll said at the beginning of the video?
No.
Okay.
Apart from like the joke about Star Trek Next Generation at the end.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
about all.
Well, thankfully the opening's right here. So Lister gave birth to the twins, Jim and Bexley, as prophesized in Future Echoes, but then returned the children to gender bent Lister. Holly underwent a sex change operation to look more like the computer that he fell in love with from that universe. Don't question it. And then Crichton comes back after crashing Lister's bike and not really accomplishing anything. But was rescued by the crew of Red Dwarf and has now taken permanent residence as one of the gang on the Dwarf. And they've also moved their sleeping quarters, apparently. So yeah, this was a joke on like the Star Wars crawl explanation on what the fuck's going on.
And a joke on Star Trek doing some wild shit between seasons.
Yeah, and also the same generation, nearly.
But we open up the season 3 with Lister and Kat having a very prophetic discussion about if Wilma Flintstone from the Flintstones is the sexiest woman alive.
Not alive.
She was alive at the time?
No. She's a fictional character.
I'm just
Not
reading what the wiki says. It says Lister and Kat have a discussion about Wilma Flintstone being the sexiest woman alive. But I guess with how
Flintstone's character, are you the horniest?
Oh, Fred, 100%. Is Fred a good husband? Probably not.
No.
Does he fuck real nasty? Probably.
I prefer.
Yeah, Avery, who do you prefer?
Betty, I guess. I haven't thought about it much, to be honest.
Damn, not Barney?
No.
I didn't say Barney either.
Well, I feel like Barney would be like a fun lay, you know?
Barney and Betty together. Swingers, threesomes. Let's go.
Look, let's be honest. All 4 of them are swingers.
No.
Yeah. Okay, what about you? Who do you think is the sexiest character?
I just said Barney and Betty.
Okay, I see. Okay. But yeah, then they talk about how Lister talks about how he realizes that they both got nuts because, you know, they're discussing Wilma Flintstone being the sexiest woman alive. And also the fact that she'll never leave Fred, and they just know it will never happen. And then we cut to Rimmer and Crichton doing things. The thing specifically being
A driving test.
Yeah, driving test. Yeah.
Which now I'm going to talk about the recasting and reappearance of our boy Crichton.
Oh yeah, no, he looks different. He's hang on, let me click on Crichton. Let me
They
see.
changed the actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is what Crichton looked like originally. Oh right, I forgot. I'm on anti wiki's also working again. Hallelujah. Yeah, if you want to unfuck your fandom wikis, just actually I will I will finish that sentence because knowing fandom they'll refuck anti wiki. But let's see. So the original actor was no, the original actor was David Ross, and then Robert Lewallen, I think I said his name wrong, played Crichton for basically the rest of the series. And also, from what I heard, they changed how the Crichton makeup worked because this Crichton makeup was easier to do.
Oh, makes sense.
Let's see. Yeah, it's behind the scenes. However, the popularity of the character meant that Crichton was introduced as a regular in Series 3. It was not available at the time. Even greater popularity of the character. I thought they would talk about, like, the makeup or something. But, yeah.
There's an American Red Dwarf.
So, from what I've seen, the American version of Red Dwarf...
There was, like, a pilot, and it was awful, and was quickly dumped.
Yeah, wasn't... Hair's the... Yeah, so, Lister's in the middle right there. And then... Rimmer. And then
Woman?
I think that's supposed to be Cat.
Yeah, I think it's Cat.
And then this is Holly.
All right.
Yeah, they made a pilot. The original, writers just went, "No, this just doesn't work."
They've actually made 2 pilots. Let's see. Craig, I have no idea. We're about to go down a rabbit hole.
Rabbit holes.
Let's see. Tom Ryan. So I'm just seeing if this guy has played anybody that I'm familiar with. Nope, nothing that I'm familiar with. I mean, I'm familiar with most of the shows, but I don't watch most of them. This guy sounds... Oh, this man... This man looks like he's been through it. Red Dwarf. Can work oral... Fringe? But yeah, they tried to do an Americanized version of Red Dwarf twice through pilots. It did not work out either time. Hinton, interesting. But let's get back to it. Who knows? Maybe we'll watch the 2 pilots at some point for
No, I would rather kill myself.
Okay, Mr. Melodramatic. Anyway, so Crichton is taking a driver's test, and obviously it's funny because he's nervous and he keeps fucking things up. And Rimmer's not being a dick for once, which is the surprising thing so far.
Yeah, it's still there, but I do think that they tone him down a bit from season 3.
Definitely. I think it's because Rimmer is no longer having to deal with Lister and Kat, who are both, no offense to either of them, they're both kind of shitheads. And so
he is having to deal with them, though. He is having to deal with them.
Well, yeah, no, he's having to deal with them now, yes, but now there's a third who makes things a little less crazy, if that makes sense.
I mean, there was always a third in Holly, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess I know what you mean. Yeah. Okay, how helpful was Holly in the first couple of seasons?
Eh,
Uh, but yeah, as they're driving, as they're doing the driving test, talking about different like signs to watch out for space phenomenons. They encounter a time hole and go back in time, and it's
The time hole.
the time hole. But yeah, we once again have a Rimmer situation of like he's like Holly's like, hey guys, watch out for the time hole, and Rimmer's like, don't tell him the answer, and Crichton's like, no, there's a time hole in front of us, and Rimmer's just like, oh shit. Uh, but yeah, they go through the time hole and enter. They land in a lake, and they figure out that they are on Earth, but shit's a little weird. Uh what's the word? Yeah, shit's a little weird. Everything seems to be in reverse, and oh, this was a bit. Uh, Rimmer starts asking Holly like, "Hey, do you know what time it is on Earth right now?" And her response is like, I would say it's around tea time, so like half one," which I thought was a really funny joke. Uh, but as they travel, they soon find marker stone, a milestone, and quickly realize that the lettering, the words on it, is not some weird foreign language, but it is in fact backwards English. And they learn that they are near London, about 178 miles out. And at this point, Crichton is able to realize that the world that they have the Earth that they have landed on is working backwards. So funny backward shenanigans happens, like a box being hurled into a truck as it's driving backwards, uh, people walking backwards, a man getting change taken from him while he's playing the saxophone. Oh, mugging's happening, but you get the money instead. Uh, which I think this concept is really funny because you had to realize all of these had to be filmed like what's the word? Like these were all filmed like forward, and then they were just played back.
Regular and
Yeah,
then played backwards.
yeah.
Reversed, yeah.
And this episode has a lot of eating, just a lot of eating. Like, well, sorry, not eating, but uneating. But yeah, while waiting at a cafe, Rimmer waits for Crichton to come in, and Crichton comes in disguised as Ronald Reagan for some reason. I could not tell you why. I thought he was
Because
Nixon.
he's worried that people are gonna like see his face and think that he's an alien, which he is. Well, he's a robot, but yeah.
Yeah, but I think I would be more surprised of like, holy fucking shit, is that Ronald Reagan walking around the London? Let's kill him.
If Ron Reagan would have been alive at this point.
Yeah. Let's see.
This is reverse world, so he is actually unfucked to the American economy.
That's a really funny way to look at it. But let's see. But yeah, Crichton has gone off and has activated his universal translator to understand the reverse print of like newspapers and stuff, and starts reading off like how during a bank robbery a robber shot 3 people to life. Oh, they also discover that they're in the year 1993. Oh, I just realized that the whole Earth like is going backwards. So they're going from 1993 to 1992, and so on and so forth. That's what. Okay, that's what that makes the joke that's coming up makes sense. Okay, but yeah, so They keep talking about their situation. They realize that the Starbug 1 is destroyed, and they just kind of have to wait for Ding and Dong back on the Red Dwarf to come and find them. And as they're thinking about getting jobs, Crichton finds an advert in the job section for basically novelty acts. And because they are on an Earth that is running backwards, them going forwards. Well, actually, no. They think they're going to be a novelty because they're a hologram and a robot. But they are two individuals that are moving forward. So that is the novelty in that. Meanwhile, Lister and Kat finally realize that Smeg and Head are gone, so they go to find them. And Kat's like, "They're probably dead. We should go back." And Lister's like, "No, they're not."
The fuck, bro?
Yeah, what the fuck, bro? And he's like, "Hey, that's just how I am."
I don't care about you neither.
Which it's kind of sad that like cats care about you, and the fact that there's so much cat slander in Red Dwarf annoys me. But yeah, basically, they also eventually find the time hole and fly into it, and they are able to safely land the Starbug 2 on the backwards Earth, and they cloak the ship, and they start exploring reverse Earth. And Lister is flabbergasted because he's like, "Oh shit, I'm home." But also he realizes that he has a black eye and a cracked rib, and he doesn't know where he got that. They also I don't, how fast would you guys like realize that like, oh shit, this Earth is running backwards if you were in this situation? Because, Lister went into the lake to like look for the Space Bug 1, and he finds it and comes back up, and then as he's coming out of the water, he gets dry.
It's dry.
Yeah. And they're just like, huh, that's weird.
Either then or when I could not move a vehicle forward.
Yeah, no, that would make sense.
Yeah, and they also see some signage and think that it's like Bulgarian or something.
Yes, they they see the milestone, and Lister's like, "Oh, we're in Bulgaria." Duh. And also apparently Bulgarian is one of Lister's strong points, apparently. He doesn't have a whole lot, but this is one of them, apparently.
It's not.
Hey, Lister deduces that they are in Bulgaria, as geographically is supposedly his strong area. Oh, and does the Red Dwarf shuffle to celebrate their excellent deductions. This is... Avery, I just need you to tell me right now, is the Red Dwarf shuffle something that is going to continuously happen throughout the series?
I don't actually remember, to be honest.
Okay. But as they're walking around, they soon find hundreds of posters kind of propped up with Rimmer and Crichton's faces on them. Now, once again, it's backwards, so they can't really read it. Oh, hang on. Yep.
No, you could if you knew, but they don't.
Yeah. They think they're in Bulgaria. Oh, and here's the mile marker.
Which is that what mile markers actually look like in Britain? Is that what markers actually look like in Britain?
Old ones, yes.
Okay.
Why do they look like gravestones?
Because stones last a long time. That's pretty much it.
Fascinating. But yeah, they find like these posters with Rimmer and Crichton's faces on it, but they don't understand what's going on yet. and through a series of shenanigans where they steal a tandem bike and then talk to a van driver who knows what's the
The
word?
pub that's going to be at.
Yeah. They get into his car and go off to the pub.
Which is apparently the George and Dragon, apparently.
Is that a play?
Okay.
Is that a what's the word? Is that a pub, a famous pub in Britain?
No, not that I'm aware of. It wouldn't surprise me if there was a pub called the George and Dragon somewhere in the UK.
But yeah, they end up there and they watch Rimmer and Crichton's act, which is just them eating things forwards. And Lister and Kat are like, this is fucking stupid. Because, you know, this is not impressive to Lister and Kat, who are two individuals that live forwards, compared to a bunch of individuals who live backwards. They assume that people in Bulgaria are just easily pleased by stupid shit.
Yep. Until they see the beer goes in backwards.
Yeah, and at this point, they finally kind of realize, oh shit, the Earth is running backwards. It just took alcohol for them to finally figure it out.
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
Eating something would be... like, how would that would feel weird, right?
Kind of like vomiting, probably.
I feel like it would be like that one like South Park episode where they learned that they could eat with their ass and then shit out their mouth.
I mean, not completely dissimilar, I guess.
But yeah, they undrink their beverages and then go back to talk with Lister and Rimmer. Rimmer and Crichton like, hey, what the fuck?
Oh, at which point Rimmer and Crichton like, no, we like it here.
Yeah, did you know that you don't die? You just age regress until you get shoved up your mom's hoo-ha again? And it's like, hey, that's terrifying, actually.
And I guess they wouldn't necessarily have to deal with much of the negative effects because they're a robot and a hologram.
True. And they also start talking about how in a backwards universe, time flows in reverse. So, oh, that's what he meant by we will all become one big whole one day. But yeah, you know, they bring up, like, because time is moving backwards, World War II is eventually going to happen, but it's not going to be, Oh, I don't want to read that sentence out loud. You guys see the sentence I'm talking about.
Hitler becomes a good person in this universe because he's bringing people back to life.
Yeah, and he's retreating across Nazi Europe and
eventually buggers off back to Austria, yes.
Yeah. But then Lister's like, hey, so, like, that's cool that you think that's an awesome idea, but somebody like St. Francis of... I don't know where that is. Who is this St. Francis guy?
It's just like it's a saint that like healed the sick and the maimed, I believe.
Good for him, I guess.
So it's that's why Lister is like,
yeah,
he's now a bastard, just going around maiming children.
Yeah. He's a shithead now. And Santa Claus would be just some fat jack-off who sneaks into houses and steals children's presents once a year.
Yeah.
But then, as they're having this discussion, the pub manager comes in and starts berating Rimmer and Crichton. And Crichton is like, apparently we started a barroom brawl. And that they're basically being blacklisted from the pub circuit. Everybody's kind of confused on what's going on, so they go out to try and talk to him because, you know, a fight hasn't happened yet. Uh,
This is also another reason why this universe would be horrible to live in. Because cause and effect are reversed, nothing you do would have any impact.
yeah,
So things will just kind of happen to you completely out of your control.
yeah, like you would be fired for a fight that you apparently started, but then the fight unhappens, and the yeah, uh, but like as Lister and Kat are like watching Rimmer and Crichton getting chewed out, they uneat a man's meat pie, and they realize, oh shit, this is the fight, because the man smacks Lister and takes his black eye away, and then uncracks his ribs with his fists. Also, I need to say, if you, Hmm? What? Did I say something weird?
No. I think it's fine. I think Steak mute himself for a sec.
Oh, okay. Should I? I think he said keep talking. But yeah. Also, that's another thing. Just waking up one day with like weird wounds, and it's just like, oh god, what's gonna happen to me today?
Yeah.
But basically, Lister at this point realizes, oh shit, we're about to get into a reverse brawl, because they ate a man's meat pie essentially. So they're basically like a barroom tidy, and so we basically get this reverse. So actually, hang on, unpause the recording. But yeah, what was I saying?
Yeah, the fight.
The fight. Yeah, basically the bar gets unfucked. Things. What's the word? Things fix themselves essentially. And then Lister starts going out the door. And Rimmer's like, where the hell are you going? And Lister's like, I'm about to figure out why my back's fucked up. And then we watch him get unthrown out a window. And I saw that scene, and it's like, oh, that must have... That...
And the way they shot it, they couldn't use stunt doubles.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it would have been like sugar glass, so it wouldn't have been terrible,
Mhm.
but it would have been a bit rough.
Yeah.
Because the entire time you're having close-ups on him, so you can't use stunt doubles for it.
He seems like a man that does all his own stunts.
I will say, who's that? Who's the famous actor who said, like, no, I don't do all my own stunts because I'm not going to fuck over production, just have an ego trip?
I'm not sure.
There's some actor that said that. Anyway.
But yeah, the brawl tidy, the bar room tidy up ends with everybody peacefully drinking, and at this point the crew has decided that this universe is too fucking weird. And honestly, I feel the same way. This is a...
So they're making their way back to Starbug.
Yes. Cat takes from a charity can, and the waitress is just like, awesome, cool. And
because instead of that, it would, in that universe, he's seen as donating all that money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they get a cab ride back to the Starbug 2, and in the process get more money, which I don't understand why they need money, because...
I mean, you're gonna take it, I guess.
I guess.
And then the guy tips, and this is just like tight ass.
But as they're getting ready to leave, Rimmer's like, "Oh, we could have been big in this universe," and they're just kind of lamenting. And then they're like, "Hey, where's Cat?" And Lister's like, "Oh, he's in the bushes." And then,
"Oh wait, nope."
But they're too late to stop him.
Yep.
As the shit went straight back up.
Straight up his ass, right back in his ass. And this is the face he makes. I was wondering what happened. We'll talk about it in a second when we go back to the episode rating. Okay. But yeah. That's the end of Backwards. What did we think? Thoughts, opinions?
This is a very fun episode. At least I think so.
Yeah, I think it was a really fun episode. It definitely what's the word? It definitely gives the vibe of like this is what Red Dwarf is gonna be like moving forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the writing was like, what if time went backwards?
So Tony Hawk's was their manager. Tony Hawk's was their manager.
Oh!
And yeah, it wasn't Tony Hawk.
The Series 3 DVD deleted scene also includes an extended scene of Lister and Kat discussing Wilma Flintstone being the sexiest woman. I wonder if we saw that. Actually, I'm pretty sure that we saw... Oh yeah, sorry, I just realized something. How is Lister able to walk, or Rimmer able to walk around now? He's a hologram, and he kind of needs to be.
Don't pay attention.
Don't pay attention.
Yeah.
Avery is.
I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with Crichton. I don't know.
Maybe. But yeah, I want to put Backwards as an S.
Yeah, I'd say either A or B or S.
Avery,
Strong start to season 3.
Hell yeah. Anyway, tune in next time where we watch Marooned. I'm assuming somebody's.
If I remember right, this is actually a really good episode. If I remember like what this episode's about.
I bet somebody gets marooned somewhere. Maroon 5'd, one might say. Teehee.
Shh.
What, Avery? Do you have something to say? You got Borf with me? Do you have beef bourguignon with me?
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, have a good night, everybody. How do you say bye backwards? Yipe? Yipe? No, yipe. Ebe. Ebe. Everybody say Ebe, everyone.
Ebedoog.
God damn it. Goodbye. Unless Chris has anything else to say real fast.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Audience backwards.
Okay, goodbye.